Morning, peoples. Okay, we might have a cat visit. Socks has been circling. And now, I'll put that there. Actually, oh fudge. We have a kitty sighting. Kitty. Ah! Hi. Socks is like rubbing on the phone, so you like almost knocked it over. Why? Hi, Bubba. Zeke is eating dinner right now because I just gave him breakfast. Yeah, that's Socks. What is it, baby? Come here. That was Socks. Alright, we have a kitten. I heard the little dip in the wood over there. We have a kitten! Hi, baby. Big stretch. Absolutely, I love cat pictures. Wait. Miss Bobby Reagan and Mr. Casper Raja. I love that. Alright, this is already too much. I like brushed my hair when I woke up, but I didn't do more than that, and it needs to go back in a bun now, or ponytail. Cause my baby, the big kitty. Good morning. Hi, Tree. Have a good day. The cats have decided to come for visits, so we have both cats. Oh, thank you. I think it's called, like, I've been told it's called, like, Irish curls. So, like, Irish waves. Thanks for the love. Headed to the coast where the rivers run in search of freedom, and I hope that I forget everything. Yes, all the kitty love, and this is pretty much daily. This is how my cats and I live. And like I said, I feel like there's worse things than having cats that want your love. And Socks is like right over there. See, I told you guys, he's usually just like close by. She's so big. He's a big baby. Thank you for the loves. Hi, Bella. Right now, before I get started, so like I said, Socks is always just close by. He's just usually not like directly, because he doesn't like to compete for attention. So like before I woke up, he like had a thank you for the lovies. Before I woke up, like, we had like a 20-minute cuddle session where he came over and I'm like half asleep, so he gets like these really, really like haphazard like pets, and he really likes those. But he likes when I'm awake, and I give him like more of these pets. It's good. They divide and conquer. But he's so cute. He's such a sweet baby. What? Hi, baby. So, like I said, he would literally let me stay here all day. I'm gonna go start my coffee because there's a very high probability he's just gonna he's just gonna jump up on my chair, so he'll join us. But the whole point of this is to get ready for the day. So we're gonna start. And literally, like, here's a chair. It's for me. But I won't have to wait long. He'll be here in a bit. And this is from that beef Wellington I made last night. Oh, here, update if people want to know. Because remember what I said? I'm just gonna find big ass Tupperware and just shove it in there because I didn't want to deal with this last night. So, this is the final result. This is what it looks like. If I can get the light better. Yeah, I know. I think a lot of things in my life are for me. So like that's what it looks like. And the way it works really well for me for like meal prepping is it kind of ends up coming out like sandwiches. So I'm just gonna take this and put it on the cutting board and rip the paper. Why not? I guess it doesn't really matter. I can toss this part. Okay, so I like to use my bread knife for this because of the puff pastry. And it works pretty well on the meat. Oh, this one slice was open, so like the meat on this one's probably gonna be pretty dry. That's the other thing, once you cut into it, you can't, like you mess up all the juices, so even if you continue baking it, that's why I wanna know the right time. Yeah, this came out pretty dry, but that's fine. It's still decently moist. So like, this is what it ends up looking like as like kind of a sandwich thing. So, but yeah, this is like my little sandwich that I would then eat for the week, so I'm gonna just grab my little plate and make myself a little snack plate. On this will be whatever I eat at some... I haven't tried a bite yet. By the time... I was so tired by the time... So like, I didn't actually end up eating it yet. But I told you, I literally just like shoved it in a Tupperware. Thank you, I appreciate the lovies. I really do. And I will try to say that as often as possible, but I feel like if my stream is just non-stop me saying thank you for the lovies, it will kind of get repetitive. So I will say it periodically, and I really appreciate all of them. So I'm tired. I don't want to deal with this right now, so this is just gonna go back in my fridge. But this is like, it's a filet medallion. Like this is a decent amount of meat. That is probably 10-15 grams of protein, maybe. I'm guessing. That's a good chunk, but for me, and it's snack size. Like I can eat it really well because it's snack size. Thank you. I've made it before, like I said, and this is all trial and error. So this is gonna go back in the fridge. Okay, coffee. Life's magical elixir, and I make cold brew. Thank you for lovies. Okay, I have to wash this in a second. Let's clean up as we go so I don't make a mess. And I'm gonna go throw this in the trash. He'll join. He'll get bored. He'll get mad eventually that I'm not paying attention to him. And he'll come back. Okay. And a lot of times what I like to do in the morning is kind of clean up whatever I did from last night. Thank you. This is my absolute favorite sleep shirt because it just feels really weird. This specific fabric for some reason feels really nice. It's from this company called Tea Turtles. Now, not all of their Tea Turtle fabrics feel like this one, but all of them have these really cute designs. And this is a Star Fox design because when I was a kid, I played Star Fox Adventures on GameCube. Also, it's a fox, and foxes are my spirit animal. So, but what I was saying is like, I used all these last night. I washed them, and now I'm gonna go put them away, and kind of just clean as I go, and kind of keep my space, like decluttered, so my brain is decluttered. I'm just gonna put them in the cupboard. Okay, I'm gonna like put it back like this way, because then if the kitty does jump up, you can see. Okie dokie. 16 ounces of coffee. Thank you for the lovies. So, 16 ounces of coffee. And then I have 3 tablespoons of hazelnut creamer. And I like this one because it has like whole milk and sugar, so it basically has sweetener already in it. And I don't need to add sugar or anything. Maybe I should turn the music on on this one. Down one sec. I like having the music, but like I still need to figure out getting a headset thing, and so it doesn't pick up like the background noise because I like the music for me, but I know it can like drown out my vibe. Right, so these are gonna go back in the fridge. And I am actually in the process of making another cold brew bottle right now. but I started it later in the day yesterday. So I'm just doing a little bit of a shake, and I'll come back to this in 2-3 hours. And I'm gonna leave this open up a little bit so we can oxidate. Hi peoples. What just vibrated? Something vibrated on my phone. I'm not gonna check. That's the whole point. I'm not supposed to use my phone. Okay, so now that we have these two things, coffee cup, designated cup for coffee. I add powders to it, and I do my best to like really mix them in, but sometimes there's always like leftover at the bottom the next day, so I just gotta like circle it around. So, damn it, I did the wrong thing. I got distracted. The cream usually goes in after I do the whisking because I don't like that the cream gets all frothy. I whisk it to make sure that the powder stays not clumpy because it's cold. It dissolves fine and hot, but I don't like hot coffee. I went on a date recently and the guy was like at a coffee shop and the guy was like, just order coffee, and I was like, he's like, what do you want? And I'm like, I don't know, I haven't looked at the menu, I've never been here before. He's like, well, like it's a coffee place, and I'm like, yeah, but like I make my own coffee at home. I don't really like getting coffee out because at this point I'm so used to the way my coffee tastes specifically, and also like so many places for nice coffee, I don't really think the place we were at would do it, and I ended up having this lovely conversation with the barista about their cold brew. Which I think the guy got mad about because I was getting like along better with the barista. The guy was like in his 50s, the barista. And I think he was mad that I was like getting along better with the barista than him because he was just being really weird. It's fine. It's fine. I turned around after talking to the barista and he was gone. And I'm like, okay, I'm gonna go sit over by the sofas. Oh god. Oh yeah. I thought he had like gone to the bathroom or something maybe. So I'm like, fine, whatever, I'm gonna go sit down. And then he texts me after I text him that, and he's like, oh, the vibe was horrible, this or that. And I'm like, yeah, this is like, we had been texting for a couple hours that day, and it had been like pretty heavy. So I was like, I don't want this to continue like this. Let's meet. I want to meet. And then when he said that, I'm like, this is why I wanted to meet in person sooner rather than later. Like, because he kept saying via text, like, oh, the vibe between us is so good. Like, we're not going to have problems in person. There were just some inconsistency there. It's fine. It's fine. I just call it a lesson and like, I don't know. I feel like sometimes some things happen like where you get things thrown in your way so that you can practice saying no to them. Maybe kind of. It's kind of how it feels lately. And I've been really good at saying no to them. So maybe I'm like being prepared for something. Or maybe it's just me living life. I don't know. Alright, ice cube time. Okay, so I'm gonna have to make ice cubes later because I'm down to like my last of the ice cubes. I only really make 3 days at a time. But when the coffee from, thank you. If the coffee from earlier is gonna be done, I'm gonna refill this so I'll have more ice cubes for tomorrow. I've said okay a million times and you're gonna hear me say it a million more times. Yeah, I've never been an addict. I have cystic acne, but thanks for the concern, I guess. I'm gonna just clean up my strip right here real quick. I'm washing some stuff in the sink. Okay, I said that soon. I'll wash this. I need to clean that in a second, but I don't want to do that right now. Nothing. People are weird. You got it. Well, so I'm not exactly cleaning right now, but I'm like trying to just tidying up. This is from the beef Wellington last night that I still need to clean, which I'm going to do later because I don't want to do it right now. Because I want to get other stuff done first. Coffee is done. Okay. Did not mix enough. Got a clump. It was like a makeshift one. Like, it was a hodgepodge. I literally used frozen puff pastry sheet. Here. Frozen puff pastry sheet. You can buy this. They make it. It stays in the freezer. And then I found a log of meat at my Aldi, and it was already seasoned. So I was like, I can make something with this, because if you put, like, beef Wellington is literally just a log of meat wrapped in pastry. And you're supposed to use mushrooms with it, according to the internet, which is, like, talking stuff. But I didn't want to, because I didn't have those when I made it the first time, and I really liked it, and so I made it with onion. I made a caramelized onion jam instead of, like, the mushroom thing. And then I really liked the way it tastes, so I made it again. So this is, like, how it came out. Like, this is, like, a slice of it, and then I eat this as kind of like a sandwich. It's just a lot of steps. Thank you for the follows. Thanks. I like it. I like meat. It's taken a really long time to like meat, and I'm still working on it. That's part of what this is about. That's part of what this live stream is. It's about getting stuff done. It's about getting to connect with you guys, and it's about practicing being me. Because if you don't like me, that's okay. I'm not everyone's cup of tea. But on TikTok, you can just swipe away. Because, like, if I'm in person, I'll feel like I'm holding someone hostage. But I don't have to feel that way this way. And maybe if I do this long enough, I can feel like this around normal people and not care what other people think. Okay. Thank you for saying that. All sorts of things. Right now I'm just trying to get, like, literally ready for the day. Like, I slept like crap. My bipolar was, like, kicking my ass last night. Like, so the reason why, like, mania in the summer is, like, a thing is, like, it's kind of almost like photosynthesis. Like, you literally absorb energy from the sun, and you have a hard time winding down at night to fall asleep. Yeah, I'm realizing that now, but, like, it took me a really long time. I had a lot of people in my life, including, like, family and shit, telling me constantly. Like, my own brother literally one point was like, have I ever told you that you're weird? Or like, has anyone ever told you that you're weird? And I was like, yeah, you, multiple times. And that's literally what I said to his face, by the way. That is not me paraphrasing. I literally said, yes, you, multiple times. And I say I'm weird, and I mean that in a way that I'm weird. It's awesome. I'm cool. And he said it like, you're weird. Tone means everything, people, and I hate that tone means everything, and that's why I like when you message me, guys, because I take your tone out of it. I just take it for what it is. And then it's great because if people are trolling me, it goes over my head, or I take them seriously, and it completely cuts the sales. And if it's someone serious, I can take their question seriously. He places a lot of emphasis on what other people think and how he is perceived. And for a really long time, he passed that along to me. Like, so, like, I was surrounded by all these people that would care about what they would. But I mean, I care about things. Don't get me wrong. Obviously, I care about things, but, like, I feel like I don't care about as much of some things that other people think. Like, I don't know. I just want to be happy and live my life. Alright, protein shakes. Like that. And I told my dad that, which he's a whole other fucking issue. And I told my dad that. I'm like, I just want to be happy. And he's like, well, what does that even mean? And I'm like, I don't know, figuring it out. I'm 32. I don't know what's going on. Like, I spent my entire 20s working, hustling, all this other shit. And at the end of it, I did everything, all the things that people said would make you happy. And I'm don't misunderstand me. I've worked hard and I'm successful in various ways, but I wasn't happy. So figuring that out. We all are. Anybody who fucking tells you that they have their shit together, those are the people that are holding everything together by the thinnest of threads. And they are just trying to project like that this is their thing. They are not. All of us are just fucking figuring it out every single day and just keep trying to do the next best thing. I hope so. But right now, my thing is I just want to keep doing things that I should and want to do. Like, there's plenty of things that I should do. But I literally started live streaming because the first day I did it, I was like, I don't want to, I was like, I'm gonna upload the full live stream to YouTube. I've been slowly uploading them. Thank you, happy Wednesday. I got the "you're so random," like as if meant unfriendable. Like, you just want to be happy, yeah. Like, here's the thing. Are you paying your bills? Is your home maintained? Are your responsibilities fulfilled? Like the real ones, not the ones that people push on you. Do whatever you want. Everything outside of that is gravy. Don't let people tell you what to do. And again, we're all just fucking figuring this out. Protein shake. Me, oh, especially. Like, I know I say a lot of things and I have a lot of things, and the reason why I keep going is because I feel like I'm still just constantly just treading water to try to not be in survival mode all the time. And I just keep having to hope that one day if I do enough, I will have some sort of security. No, I have cystic acne. I mean, I do pick, but it's controlled picking. There's a reason for it, and I went into this on my live last night at length. A lot of people were like commenting on it. A lot of people were like calling me an addict and stuff. I have cystic acne. I literally had like right here, you can kind of see it, like it's all like gathered. I literally had a hole in my face in there in January. I had an abscess in there, so this is just a lot of extra purging. Because if you look where I don't have these little marks, like my skin looks really good, but like here I had like an outbreak. Here's like a little thing, here's a little thing. This was the original sin. I have something that like broke out here and it's on the hairline, so you can't even use like a pimple patch. Yeah, and like it's coming along. It's so much better than it was. Like, I would not have gone on camera 4 months ago at all. God, no, I would have been so, no. Like, yeah, I come across as self-confident and whatnot, but like, that's because I've spent 6 months staring into this face in the mirror, and worse. And finally you're just like, I don't want to hide anymore because I've been fucking hiding for 6 months with this face. So, and if y'all ever say like, I call myself an M-head so it doesn't bother you and other people, I mean, I don't care if people call me that. Like, I am the furthest thing from a druggie you're ever gonna meet, mainly because like, oh, I appreciate that. Send me a message if you want to chat. I'm not always great at answering, but I try to talk back to people, especially because I actually have TikTok notifications turned off, because like, especially with me posting stuff, like it would send me stuff like, you had someone like this video, someone like that, and it would, aww. Imagine the warmth when it enters. No, I believe it. I'm not saying that. Like, I hope that my stream finds my people. You know what I mean? That's the whole point of this. This isn't just for views and likes. It's hello from New Hampshire. I'm from Rhode Island. Well, that's kind of a lie. I'm 50% Massachusetts masshole, because that's where I was born. That's where I was raised. Then I dipped to Germany for 10 years. I did 10 years in Massachusetts, I did 10 years in Germany, and now I've done 10 years in Rhode Island. Exactly. With these lives, I really feel like I'm not alone. I feel like I get to engage and interact with you guys, which I really love. Because if I start doing this for the likes and the follows, I'm just gonna get so sad every single time it doesn't work. I was born in Worcester. Yes, if you remember correctly, I don't know if people know this, but New England has such weird names for their towns, and like half of them are like Native American, but the other half are like English and shit. So you never know how you're supposed, especially Massachusetts. Massachusetts has so many weird names. Yeah, so like if you notice something for me, where I get cystic acne, because if you look where the path follows, it follows exactly my lymphatic system on both sides. I've never been to Florida. I've traveled all over Europe. I mean, I lived there for a decade, and also Europe is tinier than the US. Like, going from Germany to the Netherlands is like going from Rhode Island to New York State. It's not that big of a deal. Yeah, I'm just gonna ignore that. Alright, water for protein shake. No, I've never even done drugs. I'm too much of a scaredy cat. Like, what would that do to you? And, like, I mean, I'm not gonna lie. Like, I've been interested in things like Molly and other things. I did it once, Molly, but I was on an SSRI at the time, which apparently negates the effect. I got the fucking hangover the next day with it. But that was, like, with one person who I trusted. I've been interested in doing shrooms because I've heard there's, like, stuff you can do that with trauma, but I've never done them before. And I don't want to do them without a trip sitter. And I don't really have anyone in my life that I feel safe having as a trip sitter right now. Also, I'm on an antipsychotic, so I'm pretty sure the mushrooms wouldn't even work on me right now. Also, I'm bipolar. No, sweetie. I'm bipolar. I don't need drugs. I get a natural high that is unlike anything anyone can naturally experience in this world. It's fine. I don't mean to shame here. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to sound judgy. I just had so many people telling me that I was a junkie, a tweaker yesterday, so I've just kind of been like, I'm just going to ignore those. No, using my phone would be actively scrolling on TikTok and, like, playing a mini mobile phone game, because I'm addicted to those. Did I add salt to this? I don't know. Well, you could have bipolar 2. I'm bipolar 1. And honestly, my bipolar 1, like, my mania gets triggered when I'm so depressed that my brain is like, we need to course correct this shit, because otherwise this shit will go down. And there's a video on my page, you can check it out, because I was like, she gets results. But I might just refer you guys to those, like, they're little clips. I'm not gonna full you, like, the full live streams, but, like, if there's a little clip, I'll refer you to those so I don't have to keep repeating it here. Well, this girl is deaf on something. You can't hide those erratic body movements, miss. I'm ADHD, girly. Or boy, I don't know. Fuck it, whatever you guys want to think. I don't really care. I have been judged by myself 1,000 times worse than all y'all ever can. And the people that can actually hurt me with what they say are the people that are, like, we're my family. Like, I've literally been bullied since I was 5 years old by the people who are supposed to love and protect me. You think you can hurt me with your words? I've never done drugs. Well, the lie, I told you I did the Molly once, but I've never done anything else. I just have cystic acne. Whether you choose to believe me or not is up to you. I can only tell you what my life is like, and you can make your own assumptions. I promise I'm not mad. I really am not. I'm just trying to clarify. I promise I'm not mad. It's genuinely not. You've met me for 2 seconds. How are you supposed to know who I am? But I would like to say, maybe instead of coming on and say something like get clean, maybe come in and say, hey, why do you have those spots on your face? Because it's not because I'm a junkie. It's because I have cystic acne, and I would have told you that if you had asked. Instead of judgment, why don't I go in with curiosity? I didn't see how you approached it. You might have approached it. There's just so many, and I'm trying to, like, do things and remember. So, honey pools, how did you approach it? It's fine. It's fine. Please don't. Hey, I don't want everyone to judge each other. This is supposed to be a judgment-free space for everyone, myself included. People be nice. People be also, like, part of me moving like this is I have POTS, so that's literally keeping my blood moving. So, like, if I sit, I shake less. But it's harder to do stuff when I sit. Before telling me what works well for my skincare routine, why don't you ask what I do for my skincare routine? Because I do a lot. Okay. No, I didn't add salt to this. I had buoy. I don't want to tell anyone how to live their lives, but if you know you're bipolar and you're unmedicated, do you have other support systems to compensate for it? I know people can go unmedicated. I can't. I'm not in a place to do that right now. In fact, I don't want to, but it's drug time. So see, I packed them like a month in advance. So these are my morning and evening pills. I took my evening last night. This is my morning pills. And then these are my daytime pills for later in the day because I have the gastric bypass. I stretch them out. I also take a lot of supplements because I want to try to minimize the amount of prescriptions I take. What is it, Bubba? Okay, one sec. The cat wants me to turn on their... Okay, that's wonderful to hear that. Go clean your closet. All right, the cat is asking for the toy. One sec. He is the most... They're the most important thing in my life. So, like, of course they get priority. Here, Bubba. Which one do you want? This one? It's on. You see that? Hey, since I'm already up and I'm going over there, I'm gonna go put on my sports bra because I'm getting ready for yoga, even though it's at 5 p.m. because I don't want to get changed again. So, go do it! That's the whole point of this. Go do stuff. Like, you can take me with you, but at least you're not using your phone. Like, I can be like a podcast for you. But I accidentally like almost flashed people yesterday, which not that I'm against the free show, but I really don't want to. Look, I don't have the infrastructure or the support system to set up some sort of spicy content right now. There's a lot of work. People are like, you can just make. Do you know how much work that is? Anyway, like there's all the stuff behind, and you have to do the domain, and you have to like actually take the content, and then you have to upload it, and then you have to market it and present it, whatever. So I hope so. I want to make lots of friends. All right, but again, I don't want to like get a TikTok violation, so I'm gonna go change my shirt, and I'll be back in like a minute or two. And if someone needs to do something for body doubling, especially if it's something that you know only takes a minute or two and you've been procrastinating it, go do it. So I lied. I also put on knee braces because standing has been hurting my knees and my back. I have POTS, so I shake literally because I'm fighting against gravity for my blood. So POTS stands for postural orthostatic tachycardia syndrome. Basically, my blood doesn't move well. This is fighting gravity, so when I'm standing, I'm moving because it's moving the blood up to my brain. But if I'm sitting, I can't. It's not as bad. So and that's part of why when I stand for a really long time, it's also very tiring for me because I'm constantly moving. So I sit a lot. I also have to manage my everything. Maybe. I'm not supposed to do it on camera. Guard dog, by the way, I was responding to you. I do garden. I garden a lot. I actually don't even get high when I garden. I use it literally to self-regulate. There's a whole spreadsheet involved. It is, like, don't get me wrong. I used to bite my nails for 26 years, and then I became obsessed with nail polish. And when you spend 4 hours doing a manicure, willpower can be used to stop biting your nails, because I will not spend 4 hours doing a fucking manicure for it to be gone in 10 hours. It took a long time. And when I say obsessed with nail polish, like think ADHD people flitting from thing to thing, and then autism, deep dive special interest. Well, no, it works. I just don't get high from it. I just feel regulated. I'm not trying to get high with it. I'm just trying to, manage a lot of things. Like I use, in the spreadsheet I have, do some research before you say that, because I do a lot of mine, including a big ass spreadsheet where I look at all the different effects. I look at the terpenes, I look at the actual chemistry behind it. I go online and I download the actual like CDA forms that have all the very, very specific chemistry makeup. I then have a spreadsheet where I utilize all of it, and I make sure it also doesn't interact negatively with the medication I take. And also I make sure to take it at the appropriate time of day, because I'm very out of touch with my body, so I don't really feel things, so it'll just end up being used negatively. So I have to look up all of these things so I know how it's going to interact with my body, because again, I don't get high. This is just literally to regulate myself and try to take a little bit less prescription stuff. So for example, did you know there's weed that can make you focus? If you do your research. It's a tool like anything else, and a tool is, thank you for the lovies, and a tool is only as good as its user. Depends. I don't really feel like I can make actual recommendations on here for specific weed strains. I feel like that might get into violation territory. Because it's morning mead. Yeah, because you're smoking an indica, dude. For example, I'll just flash this real quick. This is a dual chamber one. It's got one and the other, one side sativa, one side a hybrid. And like in the morning I'll smoke the sativa side, and then in the afternoon I'll smoke the hybrid side. When I have a really, really big block in my brain that I just need to do something but I can't, productive procrastination instead. Just let myself get done something, get into a flow of things, and then use the flow motivation to eventually do the other thing, and or at least have a clean home so you feel more organized, so you can approach it differently. He is so big. He is big, baby. That's Zeke. I'm gonna go toss this. Right? This is the big baby. You guys brought this on yourselves. You reminded me I had a cat. Also, he's mostly just big kitty. He's not that fat. Okay. Meds. I still haven't taken them. Take your meds, people. You know what my favorite part is? So there were a bunch of meds in here, and one of them was Adderall, and I have to take short release because I had the gastric bypass, so I split it up. I take my Adderall 3 times a day in a lower dose. I have another cat named Socks. They're around. You'll see them plenty on the stream. They're constantly jumping in, and I swallowed all of these pills But somehow my little stupid brain found a way to keep the Adderall in my mouth. It swallowed all of the pills except the Adderall. Also, this is how I know I'm not a druggie, because there's Adderall in this. And I've been staring at this. It's 11 a.m. I have been on this train probably about an hour at least. I have not taken these. You'd think a druggie would be like, when's my next fix? I forget to take my fucking meds. Right? Okay. Let's finish making this fucking protein shake. It's just funny. I just think it's funny when people are like, you do this, you do that, and they do so little of their own research. They have this one myopic view, and I have, that's why I have them like this. So this is like my daily pills. This is how I do it. And like, see, they say 20, today's the 20th. And then I just kind of have these with me so that I can look at them, and the visual triggers me. So I use a lot of like open storage and stuff, for my life. Stuff that like I don't need to see. Like, there's stuff that I will go find, because if I need it, I will go find it. And everything, and if it's something I need to like actually remember to do regularly, I always have to have like a visual cue, because the visual cue. Coffee. Iced coffee, cold brew. Okay. Whisk. For protein shake. I make all my beverages at the beginning of the day, or I make like a lot of them, because once I start getting my day going, I don't really eat a lot. This is my special elixir. This is not, so this is what it comes out to. This is what it looks like when I'm done. I just add protein shake to my morning one. If you want to know what my special elixir is, there is a, in my link tree in my bio, there's a PDF that I made, because there's a lot in it and I don't really want to keep explaining it. I don't really make any brand references or anything in it. It's just literally like ingredients, because I put stuff like zinc and methylfolate and vitamin C in it. What do you mean, so you can't? What do you mean you can't? I don't get it. Yeah, it's in the special elixir. That's all this stuff. So check out the PDF. I don't want to keep explaining it to everyone, because it's like I've been getting repetitive for now. I only drink one coffee a day, and I make cold brew, so it has less acidity, and it probably has less caffeine than others, because I don't use, like, I just like the flavor. I use it as a delivery system for my powders. So I use, I need to put the ice cubes away, they're melting. But like I use collagen every day in my powders, and because you need to find ways to make things sustainable in your diet, because like if you can sustainably regularly do something, that is gonna be perfect every time. So I find ways that I can successfully, with minimal effort, incorporate them into my diet. So in this case, with the coffee, I add collagen, I add tryptophan. Tryptophan makes collagen a complete amino acid profile, and thus a complete protein. No, but I add this stuff. It's buoy, rescue drops and trace minerals, extra strength electrolytes. I have pots. They prescribe salt tablets, and I just use this instead, because again, it's better like I get it slowly distributed for the day. So like these are my 3 beverages for the day. So this is my protein shake for the morning, 15 grams of protein. My iced coffee that has collagen and tryptophan in it, and creatine, 15 grams of protein. This is my special elixir. So one of these bottles has 15 grams of protein in it a day. And in the morning one that I drink, because I refill this, I put 1 protein shake. So these 3 things together are 45 grams of protein. 45 grams of protein is what you need a day to prevent muscle deterioration. And I know that it helps with regulating emotion. I do a lot. I already do a lot. So anything that I add, I have to just, because here's the thing. anytime you add something, it's not just adding something, it's adding a step to your routine. It's adding something else that I have to remember to do. I do a lot of set it and forget it stuff. Fridge. Oh, my back hurts. I might have to go put on my back brace. It happened! Guys, it happened. It finally happened. He took his chair. Bye, CJ. Thank you for that. It was very sweet of you. I told you, eventually he would get fed up of me not paying attention to him. Then he would come up here. And yes, I know I block view of Kitty, but like, he's so big, and I can just wrap myself around him. He's like the size of a corgi. He's mostly just Big Kitty. He's Maine Coon. There's a video on my page, like it's the clip. I'm like holding him out like this. Like he's a little chunky. I took him home at 4 pounds. He's 28 now. And this is the worst part. Apparently Maine Coons keep growing until they're 5. Cause like it looks like he's fully loaded from like here to here. And then this part, his shoulders and his head are still tiny, which make him look chunky. But hey, girly, I appreciate the advice. But when I tell you, like when you give me advice and then I come back with thanks, I appreciate it. And but I already do a lot. I'll like think about it. That's me kind of nicely saying like, please don't pressure me. I appreciate everyone coming on here and any advice. I highly recommend one, but make sure you are in a place to take care of it. Like I do forego stuff for myself sometimes for them, and I try to live this way. Like I don't want to make myself poor, because if I'm poor house, like I won't be able to take care of them well, and they get a lot more out of me being a healthy, happy mom than like me having the perfect stuff for them. And I try to do my best by them as I can. So it's just a mix of trying to do your best by them and also remembering that at the end of the day, the thing they want the most is just a really loving, affectionate, and caring home. Thank you for the follow. Oh, I'm sorry. I saw like, it was like, I can't tell if hidden is to someone else or to me. I'm still new to all this. This is only my first week. Oh, I think it does. So like, I think there's 2 things at play here. So I'll open up my hair. So like I had these like widow peaks here, and I still kind of have them, like these really bad ones. And I think by kind of like getting rid of my stress in my life, dealing with a lot of my skin stuff, because like there's been a lot of purging, I have this like cowlick right here. Like it goes like that I had as a kid, and it's coming back. And I have widow peaks over here. So like I feel like, because these hairs are short, see? So I feel like these are growing in. Maybe it's I don't know, maybe it's a me thing, maybe it's something else, but if nothing else, by adding tryptophan, I make it a protein shake, and I'll get protein benefit. And I have a collagen mutation, so in theory, maybe, I don't know. Yeah, I'm never gonna try. If I ever come across a little like grr, it's usually because I'm a little defensive. It's not because I'm like mad at anyone, and I'm just feeling a little like protective of myself. So I apologize if I ever come across that way. My goal is always to come across with like curiosity and just trying to hope that people are being nice on my stream. Alright. I'll let you guys look at the kitty for a bit. The youthful look I have is from a collagen mutation. I have extremely stretchy skin. I'm gonna go throw this out. You can look at the big kid. I might be missing some of your match. Go for it. Okay, so I'm done with kitchen stuff for right now. I have like my thing to clean up, but I don't want to do that right now. Same. I was watching someone's live and I really liked it, but then I was like, I want to talk more. Cause I was on the other side of it. So, unfortunately, I'm gonna migrate over to my desk, so we're leaving the kitty. Me, I like dogs. I like other people's dogs. Dogs are a lot of energy. If I could find the right dog, that's like kind of my vibe. But also, my other cat is terrified of dogs. I live in an apartment. Dogs are more expensive than cats, in my opinion. So just, I don't know. Like, maybe if I had a partner, I feel like just alone I couldn't do a dog. I stole that from somewhere, but here, I'm gonna start migrating over there. I'm gonna let you guys observe the kitty some more. The big kid. Big kid. Foods. I want a Malinois. If you want a Malinois, by all means. Those dogs need a lot. Just heads up. Okay, as long as you know their work. Like, a lot of work. Probably whatever you think times 2 from what I've understood. Because they are super smart. They are also, like, aggressive, and if you do not, like, here's the way I see it. Like, if you have a big dog, I'm sorry, I'm not trying to, be mean or anything. Lights. I'm trying to turn on lights. Just, like, I had this person, we were friends for a while, and he got a big-ass German Shepherd, and I told him, I was like, and I told them, I was like, it's your responsibility to make sure she's trained, because she's a big-ass German Shepherd, and if she ever acts out, like, she will be put down very quickly, and it is your responsibility as the owner, and I'm saying this to this person, I'm not saying this to you, I'm like, it's your responsibility as the owner to make sure that she's taken care of, and also, from what I understand, like German Shepherds, Border Collies, like Australian Shepherd dogs, these are work dogs. They actually enjoy being trained. I had my best friend growing up from like 11 to like 19. Her mom was a professional dog trainer, and I mean professional. Like she, her dog almost went to like the world championships representing Germany for like obedience training. She came in like 13th, so the first 6 go and the second 6 are the reserves, so she was like 13th. But like most often those dogs are Australian Shepherd dogs, Border Collies, and she did it with a Golden Retriever, which are not as fast. So, which is really impressive, but those dogs were trained within an inch of their lives, and people would be like, oh, that's cruel. They were the happiest dogs. Like, they literally, she would go on bike rides, and she would have 2 dogs, like, attached to her bike that would ride with her and no problems, and when she would go for walks, they would just be staring up at her, the happiest dogs. These are dogs that want engagement. These are dogs that want to be trained. So okay, so what we're gonna do now is our accomplished today list. So this was Tuesday, and now we're gonna add Wednesday. And again, this wasn't me. Yeah, that's why, like, that's why I think cats are easier than dogs, because, like, I know the work that it takes to have a happy, healthy dog, like a real, and that's not me trying to shame or judge anyone with their own animals. That's just been my exposure, my experience, and having seen that, offering anything less than that for myself feels like I'm taking on a responsibility that I can't own up to. And I take my cats very, very seriously, and people say I spoil them, and I say out of everyone else in the world, I decided to adopt them. They could have gone to any other home, so I owe it to them to try to give them the best life I can. And I also live in an apartment, so, like, it wouldn't be fair to a dog. So, and then also I have allergies, so I'd have to take that in consideration. And again, dogs are more expensive. With cats, I can go away for a day or two. I have an automatic feeder. I have an automatic litter box. Well, I don't have an automatic feeder. I used to. It broke. But I have water fountains. I have an automatic litter box. I can just leave out, you know, an extra portion of food for a day if I don't go away. I can't do that with a dog. I'd have to then get a sitter or something. It's it just isn't working. It doesn't work for my lifestyle at the moment. But I'm not trying to indirectly shame anyone that doesn't live like this, because once I know something, period, I know that something's the way it should be. I have to live with the knowledge that I am doing something despite knowing that, which is its own fucked up thing, or change my life to now be better. And I have a really, really, really hard time being a hypocrite with myself. So anything that I say I do, I might not do it perfectly, but this is truly how I live and how I think and how I feel. This isn't some bit. So this is why I say, like, when you guys are trying to judge me, I've judged myself harder a million times. So, coffee. Notice the shaking has gone down somewhat now that I'm sitting. I say somewhat because I'm still sitting upright, so I'm still having to, like, that's why I have a pillow here. I have a special big ass, like, purple. This is a purple, like, the luxe one. I couldn't find an office chair that I like, so instead of spending thousands, I just have been modifying this one over, like, the course of forever. And it has, I probably put like $300 into it at this point, but half the office chairs out there cost like $500 up. But, and I have another pillow right here, so I sometimes sit like this for back support. So, I haven't done that. Alright, well, you guys aren't talking to me, so I'm gonna actually do my list. After I put in earplugs. Getting a little overstimulated. That's a me thing. The other thing too is if I stand up for too long, my heart rate goes up because it's trying to, like, pump my blood pressure, and when my heart rate goes up, my sensory issues get worse. So let me see. I'm gonna turn on my PC. Maybe that'll help get some light over here. Hashtag super sexy. Now, am I an artist by any stretch of the imagination? No, not really. But, do I make a little doodle every day? Yeah, just a little doodle. I tried to make a pumpkin there, and then I turned him into a little alien, because I'm not artistic. See, they're just little doodles. I know, it makes it fun when you flip through the notebook, and you're like, look at all the stuff I did. I should really get, like, the other one out that I keep, because, well, the one that I finished. Oh, That felt good. Alright, I'm gonna be right back. I'm gonna go make my bed because I like making my bed because it makes my bedroom look really clean, because I don't really make my bedroom messy except for my bed, but the bed dominates the room. So it's a quick fix for making my brain. If one of y'all is like, I want to be someone that makes my bed, and you're available to make your bed right now, I welcome you to join me in making the bed. So I heard somewhere once on like a college, it was like a college admissions program or a college like graduation speech or something. And the guy said, make your bed every day, for if you have done nothing else, you will feel satisfied in having made your bed. And you know, at the end of the day, you'll come back to a restful place. Like it's made, it's set. And as someone with bipolar, whose sleep is very important, sleep hygiene is very important, I definitely do that. So, and I get to write it down. Yes, I let myself write stuff down, like brushing my teeth, because arguably that shit is way harder than all the stuff that people say is hard. Like, again, if you look at my link tree in my bio, which has like, it has my Amazon shop, it has, which is for my notebook stuff, it has my website that I have, it has like the YouTube stuff, like I did all of that. I've never done this before. I taught myself all of this year. That stuff, oh my god, my brain's like, oh, shiny, interesting. Getting myself to brush my fucking teeth, that's hard with ADHD. The other stuff we can do. I have big brain, I am super capable, I am very talented, but yes, brushing teeth is difficult.
Also, the fun thing with cystic acne is if you lack ADHD, to actually be able to regularly do your skin routine, because executive dysfunction, because I've only started being able to regularly do it since I've been doing these lives again, your acne gets worse. So, like, this is so much work, and, like, if I don't do it for, like, a day or two, it just gets so much worse again. And it's an uphill battle. So, like, so you can say whatever you guys want about my face. This is so much better than her husband. Like, you guys have no idea. Hashtag super sexy. Look, I have a small stomach. I'm gonna have to burp. I will not have try to pretend to be like some super ladylike girl on here. That's not me. I have ladylike elements about me. I'm multifaceted. I appreciate that, Lena. Lena in La La Land. I like that. Maybe you could add like periods in between Lena and La La Land so it makes it easier to read when people see it. Oh, thank you for the likes. Thank you for the lovies. I'm so tired. But I only took my meds a little while ago. Okay, so I'm going to change the music because I'm starting to get a bit overstimulated, and music is really, really important for me. And I didn't delete it on this phone. That sucks. The guy I have, like, the guy who was my ex who, like, broke my heart last year, I deleted it on this phone on my calendar, the reminder, but I didn't on this phone. And it just showed up, and it's like, hey, that guy's birthday's in 7 days. And I'm like, I already got reminded this morning. I really don't need to see that again. He just fucked me up so good. If he was an asshole, it'd be so much easier, but he wasn't. Oh, abso-fucking-lutely. I have terrible trouble sleeping. I'm bipolar. In this summer, it's so bad. I do so much. I do so much sleep hygiene. In the summer, I have blackout curtains. In the winter, I have a sun lamp. I feel kind of like with bipolar, it's almost like photosynthesis. Like in the summer, you like, because there's so much sun, you get like charged. So like you can't sleep at night, which is how you get into mania territory, which is why I monitor my sleep really well, which is also why having a 9 to 5 right now is difficult, because I can't just wake up at 9, like I can't just wake up at 8 a.m. if I fell asleep at 4 a.m. That's not going to go well for anyone. Like some people are like, well, you could just do 4 hours of sleep. No, I cannot. If I get 4 hours of sleep, I will go into manic territory. It's just a fact. So like I slept till like 10 or something today. Let's see what Fitbit said I got for sleep. So Fitbit says I got 6 hours last night. Let's see, can I like, yeah. But I am averaging 7.5 hours this week. So like I said, 7 to 8 hours. Hi Brooke Cooper. Yeah, I just, it's so important, and I can't just work through it like other people can, because that's how I get into, what time do I start going to bed? 10 p.m., 11 p.m., I kind of start the process. I take my sleeping meds. I usually try to take them around 11:30 to 12:30. Just because I've tried taking them earlier and I just won't go to sleep. That's my circadian rhythm. People with ADHD naturally have like a delayed circadian rhythm. And you guys see me like this in the morning because I really am like a slow roller in the morning, and then in the afternoon. Yeah. I take my psychiatrist prescribes me trazodone as an off-label sleeping med that I take, because like I said, and I also use weed. I use sleepy weed. I really like, for myself personally, I really like Granddaddy Purple and Northern Lights, because they just kind of knock you out. No, because melatonin you're supposed to take 2 hours before you go to sleep, and I can never, because of your circadian rhythm and stuff. Because if you take it like right as you go to sleep, it's actually it's supposedly gonna mess up like how you wake up in the morning, and you're gonna end up more groggy. So I don't take that. I do choose a lot of magnesium. I have a magnesium complex that I take before bed, as well as magnesium in my diet just in general. Yeah, everyone. Yeah, I take the trazodone. I take 100 milligrams during the rest of the year, but in the summer I actually up it to 150. Yeah, so a lot of people, and melatonin's great for a lot of people, but especially people that have more of a special genetic makeup. Like, I have a lot of weird chemistry going on up here, so I have to do a lot of research to make sure that all the chemicals that are interacting with me, including weed, like, I have a big ass spreadsheet. I might, because I keep I don't know where this falls, like, legality wise, like, because like a part of me wants to like clean up my spreadsheet and make it available for you guys, but the other part of me is like, does this technically cross into like now making recommendations? And technically weed is still federally illegal, but also Trump just did something that technically makes it so the federal government doesn't actually have any oversight right now, and technically we're working on the 12 judicial systems that we have that are individually, and our judicial system in Rhode Island is kind of like the New England minus Connecticut, because Connecticut decided to hop on with New York anyway. And let's be real, Connecticut is only part of New England historically speaking, because nowadays we all kind of are just like, you're here, we can't help that you're here, because like, I don't have anything against people from Connecticut, but like everyone I know that's moved to Connecticut, like I don't know what happens to them. I think it's like because they moved there because it's cheap and it's also kind of in the middle of nowhere. I don't know. It's not illegal in my state. It's recreationally and medicinally legal in Rhode Island. Massachusetts made it legal way before Rhode Island does, and Rhode Island just follows a lot of what Massachusetts does. The way I think about Rhode Island and Massachusetts is Massachusetts makes fun of Rhode Island. Rhode Island calls Massachusetts massholes. Essentially, we're like siblings. We're literally like sisters. Rhode Island's constantly trying on Massachusetts clothes because, like, you know, they do something and we're like, ooh, we're going to do it too. And Massachusetts is constantly picking on Rhode Island and saying that they're just copying them. But if someone else were to come from Massachusetts, Rhode Island would be like, who the fuck are you talking about? Only I get to insult my sister. Only I get to, like, the exception being, like, probably maybe, like, New Hampshire and Vermont. But again, Rhode Island and Massachusetts have a very special relationship because literally Massachusetts is shaped like this, kind of. And Rhode Island's, like, nestled right in here. Rhode Island is tiny. What makes her so happy? And Rhode Island, yeah, the taxes aren't great. Massachusetts taxes are way worse. I own my little 2-bedroom condo in here in Rhode Island. I love it. Also, nothing against Massachusetts people, but I feel like they're kind of pretentious. Especially, like, once you get up towards, the closer you get up towards Boston. It's like, I don't know. You have, like, south of Boston is literally what they call a Southie territory, and that's where people are kind of, like, townies. And, like, then you have Boston territory where people start to get pretentious because it's big city and whatnot. My brother's in that area. Like, also, it's where all the W towns are. Wayland, Wellesley, all that fucking bullshit. Just sleep and just feel anxious and can't sleep. I can go back to talking about that if you guys don't really care about the Massachusetts things. I just thought that analogy was funny. It helps a lot with my anxiety attacks. What doesn't work? Oh god, yeah, I have CPTSD, so, like, my parents fucked me up good. Both of them. So, yeah, so, like, it's very yummy. I love my coffee. I make it every single day. And I've been making it every single day for over a year. Also, by the way, if you guys start using collagen, it takes a minimum of 6 to 8 weeks for you to start to see effects, just FYI. Hi, girl. I've never been to Texas. So I'm going to assume, and correct me if I'm wrong, that because you're on my feed and my live, you are not, like, a red person. my guess. How is it living in that state? All good. I know you're at work, so just hopping on and off when you can is absolutely love. I love when you come to hang out, but obviously no obligation. You are not red, or you were... I want to be careful because I feel like I don't want to get canceled before I even start. Not that I'm really doing this for likes or follows, but I don't want to accidentally insult someone because I do that so often. I'm gonna go start doing bathroom stuff in a bit. But first I'm gonna put on my back brace because it really... Oh, I'm terrified. I'm terrified. I'm so glad, like, when Roe v. Wade got overturned, like, Rhode Island immediately ratified it into the Constitution of our state. The laws are annoying. Yeah, I can imagine. Also, it's so hot there, and my pots would not manage. I saw someone say, like, people with pots, like, that, like, a lot of, like, people who were genetically, like, from Ireland and stuff, and from the UK, like, island countries, so, like, pots, we need a lot of salt in our diet, right? Like, someone said the hypothesis is, like, they're literally designed for coastal living. Hi, Kenneth. Because, like, coastal living has, like, a high salty diet because the salt water and everything. And I thought that was interesting because, like, Ireland's a coast and England, UK is a coast. And I thought that was, like, an interesting, like, theory. Because I'm 50% Irish. I'm, like, pure blood Irish on my dad's side. And then on my mom's side, I got the crazy. I'm mostly French Canadian, so that's how I got this beautiful little pale skin. I have very, very French coloring. This is all natural. Like, and I've been getting my eyebrows waxed since I was 16. You can't see right now, but it's really bad. Like, there's so many little hairs I need to get waxed. It's more like my body can't regulate my temperature very well. So, like, for example, I'm wearing knee braces right now to help support my joints, and I am a little cold right now, so I'm going to go put on my back brace, but, because being cold keeps my blood pressure low, but, like, the way I think about it is like, when it's hot, things expand, right? And liquid, it can absolutely make me dizzy and faint. I have to be very careful when I do exercise. Most of my yoga I do either sitting or kneeling. I don't do a lot of standing yoga because it can absolutely make me dizzy. That's why I started making my special elixir, because just water was not giving me enough throughout the day. But yeah, it can absolutely make me dizzy. Like, if I get up too quickly, like sometimes if I've been sitting for a while and I stand up, I go, whoo, and I have to immediately go down like this to, like, and I just stay here until the dizziness is gone. I'm gonna go buy my back brace. Hi, Bubba. So, well, it's not a back brace. It's a compression sleeve thing. It's from this company called Jelly Bend. I saw it on Instagram. This woman who was a contortionist, a professional contortionist, was doing something on the screen, and then I saw what she was doing, and I'm like, I can do that. Fuck. Oh, that's why everyone went quiet at the 4th of July party when I did that. I literally did. It's hard to explain, and I don't want to do it because it's gonna, like, hurt my back. So many things. All the things. But right now I'm putting on a back brace. Look, I never know what's going on with my life. You all have about as good an idea as I do. I just keep trying to do the next best thing. Okay, I'm gonna sit for a second. I'm gonna take some ibuprofen because my back is killing me. And then once I've settled for a little bit, I'm gonna go to the bathroom and do my bathroom stuff, which is brushing my teeth and doing my skincare routine. But I'm really tired right now because I've been standing for a minute and talking, so And I also am a decent amount of pain right now that I'm just realizing now that I'm sitting. I love that my body doesn't like to let me know when I'm in pain. I just become more and more tired, and then I'm like, oh, I'm in pain. Because most people don't have a normal amount of pain. And so I have to take... think what you want. I do actually have junkie holes in my arms from when I donated plasma like 45 times in 1 year when I was 20 in college and broke, and every single time you donated you would get $25, and I used that to pay for groceries. Hi, Cat Lady Diaries! I love that! Well, I mean, they're almost completely healed. It's been a decade. But you do what you gotta do. Like, I've lived on my own since I was 18. I have never gotten any support from my parents. And I'm not saying people on here do or don't know what it is, but like, when the option is literally like you being on the streets or not, you make it fucking work. You figure it the fuck out. Nobody's coming on a white horse. Oh, okay. Sorry, I thought you might mimic. I've said this earlier, but like sometimes I get a little defensive, so I'll like come at like that way. Right now, no, the last 12 years, yes, to the point of burnout. If you really want to know what I've been up to, there's a link tree in my bio that has my link to my website that has everything on it. No, I get cystic acne. Because of my hypermobility, I get TMJ. And so like I don't grind my teeth, because most people who get TMJ, it's because like they're clenching their jaw, but my jaw will literally just like dislocate itself sometimes when I'm sleeping. And when that happens, my muscles get all twisted, and then they're unhappy, because if you notice where the marks are, it's where my lymphatic system is, and also like where the muscles are, because it goes like that. So like it's to see here, the lymph system. And then right here, because that's also where the lymphatic system goes. It's like I can go like that, and it'll just, like, it feels better. You'll hear me, like, and that's because I'm also, like, constantly dehydrated despite my best evers. You can... That's how it turned out. Like, this is one of the slices. I'll turn it over because this side is, like, less appetizing because it was exposed to air. Like, this is... Hey! This is how it turned out. See? The caramelized onion jam, and that's the puff pastry. Got a little burnt, but not too bad. I think it came out pretty good. What do you think? Do you think I have money for drugs? Do you know how much my life would be? Oh no, I got the onion fell out. If I had money for drugs, I would have so, like... I don't think people get... Being an addict is expensive. Yeah. I just think it's funny that they're like, oh, you're an addict. Do you know how hard I work to budget and everything? Like, I just told you I literally used to donate plasma to get $25 for groceries. I mean, I was 20, but still, like, I am working my goddamn hardest to get to a point where I don't constantly have to worry about paying my mortgage and keeping the lights on, because I'm this ill, this medically fucked up, and also because of my mental health issues, thanks mom and dad. Also thanks genetics, because I have a crazy high IQ, emphasis on crazy. Mom's side of the family comes with high IQ comes high mental instability. There's a reason it's called crazy genius. So, like, my mom's dad, apparently when he was 16, just like up and left the family. Also at one point, yeah. So this is my clawdol ring. It has Celtic knots. I want to see if I can, instead of hands. So this is for my Irish heritage. And I also have a tattoo right here that's kind of the same. So this is the Celtic Trinity knots. And this is my, that's the Celtic symbol for resilience, inner strength, and unconditional love. A clawdol ring. So these are, I wear it for my Irish heritage, but these are actually Irish engagement rings. So depending on how you wear it and on which hand, and it's usually when you wear it on the ring finger, but like depending on, exactly, it's up to us. I literally said in my stream yesterday, I was watching it because like it was really long, so I'm gonna try to upload it to YouTube today. But I was saying on my stream, like, it's not my fault that I am the way I am. But it is my responsibility to fix it. And I've been working up with it. Cystic acne. Okay. I'm feeling better. The ibuprofen's kicking in. I'm slowly feeling less tired. So that's helpful. And once I get less tired, I will go to the bathroom. I think I'm gonna go get my chair that I use. I'm gonna go get that now and I'll show you guys. Whatever. So this is a shower chair, and I keep this in my living room as like a side table, but when I'm feeling really, really tired, I use this either in the shower, but I usually just take a shower sitting down in the bathtub, or I use it to sit in the bathroom. And I'm probably gonna use it to sit in the bathroom today because I'm really tired. Body doubling is, no, it's not a dumb question. A lot of people haven't heard of it. I'm using you guys to hold myself accountable. Yeah, shower chairs are great. People should use what they need. They shouldn't feel bad for having to accommodate themselves. I did want one that was kind of pretty, so I spent a little bit more and I searched for one. So this is wood because I am a little vain, but it wasn't that much more. And well, since I'm already sitting, I'm just gonna move to the bathroom. I got it on Amazon. I think it was like $60, so it was like, instead of like 35 or 40, it was like 60. So it was worth it to me. I actually feel okay sitting because I'm actually lower to the ground, which is helping because then less gravity. Oh my God, this right here, like right here, hurts so much. Exactly. Here's the way I think about it. Anything I buy for my home that's permanent, I don't mind spending a little bit more, especially $20 in the grand scheme of things. I use this every day, and I have to look at it every day. I'm like closer to the ground. I'm 5'8". If I'm up high, oh, I have so much, dear. But in this case, right here, sitting down, it's because of pots. But I'm gonna go move to the bathroom. I'm gonna start the migration so that way I don't make you guys sick. Cause I was shaking everything, and I'm usually try to do everything in one, but I'm really tired right now because I'm in a little bit of pain. I just took some ibuprofen, so that'll help in a bit. Thank you for the follows. I have EDS, I'm pretty sure. Ehlers-Danlos syndrome, which comes with all the fun side stuff. Plus ADHD, plus all this other bullshit. I didn't explain body doubling to someone before. Sorry. Body doubling is like using someone else to hold you accountable. I'm not swiping. Like, people are like, how are you getting stuff done? I've at least done stuff. I usually also have a slow morning. But I'm at least out of bed. I've made my bed. I made my coffee. I made my protein shakes. I took my meds. I'm gonna go to the bathroom now and do my bathroom stuff. I can't swipe on TikTok, and I can't play mobile games when I have you guys on the phone. Like, and I don't want to like take it away and end the live and switch off because then I would lose you guys. And I like talking to you guys. It's nice to have the engagement. Oh God, that's overstimulating. I need to turn that off for a second. Migration. And what I would love is if you guys keep me open, not because I want you to follow and watch, but because, thank you. And I wrote it down on my accomplished today list. Because this way I don't have to add stuff that I do to my, like, I don't add stuff to my to-do list and then just cross it off. I take because I'm not supposed to take that much ibuprofen because of my gastric bypass, so when I take it, I take ibuprofen and Tylenol together, like less of it to kind of balance them. I usually add in some guanfacine. I am somewhat dependent on guanfacine at this point. Thankfully it's not habit building, but I just have really, really poor drainage. And I added,
Thank you. I love it too. See, I do one every day. So this is like what it looks like. So see, this was like a very slow day. I do it even if it's a slow day because it also helps me track my energy levels. And then I just started a new notebook, and then the first page like half tore, which I'm sad about. And then, so. And then because I'm not supposed to take it, I get this prescribed. I take sucralfate with it, which like protects your stomach lining. This is just nice because I get so much done in the day that's not on my to-do list, but it's still important stuff. And then I'll feel like I haven't done anything because I only just look forward on like what I still have to do. So it's nice to be like, hey, Reilly, you got a lot done. Like, be kind to yourself. Go for it. I love it. It's like a nice anchor point. So every day I just write like the day and like I do a little doodle. Hi, Reilly. I love that. So my name is Reilly, the Irish spelling. So my name, Reilly on this is just because I really liked that name. That just kind of, I have 3 lists with this. I changed my last name Reilly because I just thought that sounded cool because Reilly. It's not my real last name. I'm not exactly hiding who I am as a person, but I'm also not trying to go out of my way to like make it like just readily available. I'm going to try to mitigate a potential stalker syndrome. I know that can happen. I've never, knock on wood, I've never had one, and I don't want one. Not that I know of, anyway. Maybe I was just too oblivious to know I had one. My accomplished today list. So, like, it's just a blank notebook. It's literally just a blank notebook that I buy off Amazon. But if you want something special, and no pressure, I like this because it's spiral bound. The ones I have notebooks that I sell on Amazon. That have cute little dragons on them, but they're not spiral bound. So, so I just take them all separately. I literally just have a little tray right here that I keep like readily available. And I just like refill it with stuff. So I have like this and this, and then I just like dump it in there, and then whenever I need it, I just take it because I got tired of like always having to screw open all the bottles. Because like I take 4 different things every single time I take it to kind of like balance everything. So come at me if you will, but this system works for me. And it's all about finding your system. So yeah, so with this, it's just a blank notebook, and I just started doing it. It's a nice little like centering thing. Like I just said, I'm going to sit down here and I'm going to fill that out. And turning the lights off really helped. All right, I'm going to go to the bathroom for a skincare routine and brushing my teeth. All right, tired. I'm so tired. I'm always tired. Alright, did I change the music? Where's the music? Where's the love? My voice broke. I'm not going to do that to you guys. I need to warm up my voice. I'm going to have to do that off camera. I'm not doing that to you guys. It's so not fair if I do that to you guys. Because that song needs vocals. Okay. Off to Neverland. Oh. Oh, what I was saying earlier about body doubling. So if you keep this open to do your own shit, because then you can't use your phone, that'd be cool. That's kind of what I really would love for all of this. Flashbang in 3, 2, 1. I try not to like completely blind you guys, but alright, I'm gonna sit down here. I have this ghetto-ass setup where I use a metal ruler and it has a magnet in the back, and I shove it in a smoothie bottle, but it's making a pretty good stand. Oh, I have so many chronic illnesses, and I don't like just constantly saying I have them and I have them and I have them because people get tired of hearing them all the time, but oh god, so many. Oh, at this level my mirror is all dirty. Fuck, I'm gonna have to wash my mirror. One sec, guys. Oh, that's not cool. I'm not in love with that. There's these weird little bugs crawling next to my toilet. Yay. Love that. I have chronic pain like right here, but that's thoracic outlet syndrome. My biggest pain is like, I just have pain all over. But no, not IRL. I used to. But, I kind of got really tired of people, like, fucking me over.
And then I just started hanging out with guys because I was like, guys are easier. Until I realized I thought they wanted to be my friends and they all just wanted to fuck me. So I've just been mostly alone lately, but then I started doing these lives and I get to hang out with you guys and I really like it. It makes me feel less alone and it's fun. And yay, wasn't planned, but I washed my mirror in my bathroom. Body doubling is using you guys to hold myself accountable because I wouldn't have just watched my mirror just now if you guys weren't on the screen because I would have been scrolling on my phone. And I'm gonna put this away. Okay, toothbrush time. Yeah, and if you guys stick around, if you want to like go do stuff, like I was like, I'm gonna go make my bed. If you want to make your bed with me, I appreciate it. Sheila. Yeah, I started watching like my live from yesterday. I did like a 2 hour like an hour and a half in the morning, and I did a 4 hour in the evening. And then I like watched about an hour. Today I'm not gonna. Yay! I usually would do a cutie outfit, but I have yoga today and I don't want to get changed later because it's hard enough to get myself changed today. Yeah, exactly. Like, put your headphones in, go do the dishes. And yeah, I do yoga twice a week because I have to be really careful about my exercise, but exercise is so important for my bipolar. It's a built-in mood stabilizer. I also think of it as like dialectical behavioral therapy yoga because you do a lot of go do them. Like, grab your headset and take me with you and treat me like a podcast. And I when I do a lot of hiking. I'm really good at hiking because that's endurance. I just can't stop because, again, like POTS, my blood will stop. Oh, my shoulders hurt right here. And like yoga, so a lot of the yoga. I don't have an outside, so I do like to, but I live in a condo in a 2-bedroom apartment style. And so no, and also like, I don't know, smoking a joint, like outside you would smoke a joint, and I feel like a joint is something you smoke with someone else. I don't have a wheelchair. If I'm walking, I'm fine, and if I'm sitting, I'm fine. I can like get up and down fine. I'm wearing knee braces right now to help, and I'm wearing like a back thing. This is like a compression sleeve that I like. It is fucking $60, which makes me sick, but I have not found. I do like to do makeup, but I'm not going to do it today because I have yoga class. Yeah, so that's why I'm on my shower chair right now. I don't use the shower in the shower chair, weirdly enough, because I actually prefer just sitting in the bathtub, like, fat down, and then I fill the tub up. I put Epsom salt in, and I let the shower fill the tub up, and then it's like I got an Epsom salt bath for my muscles while I'm in there. But I'm sitting on my chair right now because I'm very tired. And I want to keep doing stuff and holding myself accountable. Oh, no, I absolutely hate it. My parents forced me to weed. Like, from the ages of 11 to 18, like, my mom, when I was 14, was in a wheelchair. She had MS and a brain tumor. I have so much to go into on that. I can't do that today. Yeah, you can say whatever you want. I'm gonna brush my teeth, people. Yeah, I would get told, here's a bin, fill it up with weeds. Don't come back inside the house until it's full. So no, I'm a domestic goddess. I do all things in the house. And at some point, I want to be a kept woman and have someone else take care of the outside and the handyman shit. I can do it. I don't want to, though. I've done plenty of it in my own home. I don't want to. Oh, you're talking to someone else. I am not married. I'm holding out for the right partner. I refuse to be in a bad relationship. No relationship is better than a bad one. I'm lonely, but I'm never gonna be that lonely. I had them taken out. That's half the reason my jaw's fucked up. My skin was fine before my wisdom tooth surgery. Sorry, that sucks. Well, that's good. I just really hated having cheeks like a fucking chipmunk the whole time. But afterwards, like, they yanked my... I'm hypermobile. They yanked my jaw open. They weren't supposed to do that. And I had one on this side and I had two on this side. And this one was impacted. And now it feels like my jaw's like this kind of all the time. It kind of feels like it's not fully settled. Which kind of hurts. No, they didn't. My doctor just said I should get them out. So, this is why I no longer just blindly follow recommendations from doctors anymore, because I've had so many people tell me things I should do, and if I just left it well enough alone, I'd actually be better off. Now, I don't blame them. I'm a special case, and, well, then that's a different story, but, like, I also had a root canal, had to happen because I had another dentist who was really bad, like, he didn't take x-rays, so, like, now I do my own research, and I listen to doctors. If they listen to my full context first and, like, let me tell my background story and everything, because I have so much thing involved. Because if you're not willing to listen to everything that I say, how in the fuck am I supposed to listen to your opinion? Because you're not even going to have the full story to make an educated information thing. Yes, those are words. Anyway, I have toothpaste still. Like, I have nothing against doctors. And my chiropractor, I fucking love him. And I literally go in there sometimes and I'm like, look, I have kind of this and this and this going on, but, like, I'm gonna let you just do it because, like, you are the doctor after all. I know I don't let you doctor very often, but, like, you know, I do trust you because we've been doing this for 3 years. He knows that I know my body very well, and when I say something, he takes me seriously, and I listen to what he has to say because he knows my background. Ibuprofen or ice packs, preferably reusable ones. I know people say peas, but that's because just, yeah. Or just go to fucking Stop and Shop and buy 10 frozen pea bags. They're $1 a piece. Like, hashtag super sexy. For those who don't know about this, I use a tongue scraper. Cause thank you. Bye, heavenly pineapple crochet. I'm glad you got to join me too. This is a tongue scraper, so a lot of times when you have bad breath, it's because your bacteria is on your tongue. Can you try ibuprofen combined with Tylenol? They enhance each other's effects. Like as a stopgap solution until you can get one, or if you're crying from the pain, you should go to the urgent care or ER. If you're that bad. If you are crying from pain, that is not normal level pain. You should do something about it. Especially if the ibuprofen's not working, like try some other stopgap methods, maybe look online and see if something, but if it doesn't let up, if you are crying from pain, please go get help. Yeah, try that. I'm not saying go directly because I hate going to the ER too. Like, literally, I went to the ER once because it was right after a car accident and I was crying in pain and I waited in, like, the ER for, like, 2 hours just to even be, like, or like an hour just to even be taken in. And then they're like, oh, we had like a 6 pile car up. Like, you're not going to get seen for 6 hours. It was 10 p.m. at night. I was like, fuck it. I'm just going to go home and take an edible and maybe hope that an edible this time will work and pass out. Yeah, so, yeah. You can also alternate heat and ice. That can sometimes help too, because the heat will help inflame it, but inflammation is actually what helps stuff heal. And then you can alternate between ice. Well, that's why I'm saying, like, try the ibuprofen and the thing, and if it doesn't get better, go, like, I do still think you should go to, like, either the urgent care or ER if it doesn't get better, because I know they're rude, I know, but sometimes you don't have a fucking choice. One time I ended up having an upper UTI. That was fun. I was, like, one step away from a kidney infection. And it was right during COVID, and I had, like, textbook COVID symptoms, like, all of it. But, like, I tested negative on a rapid test. I tested negative on a PCR test. They were so confused. Finally, they did a CAT scan, and that's when they were like, oh, because they wanted to make sure I didn't have, like, a kidney stone or something. And then, yeah. And then they prescribed me the wrong fucking antibiotics. Do you know that there is a gold standard for UTIs? Women, take note. If your doctor ever... I don't remember what the drug is. Look it up yourself. But there is a gold standard because UTIs are like 99% of the time E. coli based. Just because of our proximity, for women anyway. So if they prescribe you any antibiotic besides the gold standard, most of the antibiotics out there are resistant. UTI E. coli is resistant to. So they put me on an antibiotic for 3 days. I still had an 102-degree fever until the results came back and they're like, oh, you have this. And they prescribed me a different antibiotic and it worked like almost immediately. But I had to take a whole week off work because I was in so much pain and I had like over 100-degree fever. And the ER was just like, you have COVID, but they tested me a million which ways and I did not have COVID. I never tested positive for COVID. Maybe I had it, maybe I didn't. I don't know, maybe, whatever. I don't, like, I've had plenty of people be like, you should go to the doctor, and I'm like, what? For them to tell me exactly what I already know, and then basically look at me weird, like I should have just dealt with this at home? Or say I'm making something out of nothing, or that I'm being hyperbolic. I have a hard enough time when I do go to the doctor, when I actually need something, getting them to take me seriously, let alone for every single minor bullshit that I deal with on a day-to-day basis. Like, I pick and choose my battles. I can't fight everything. I'm fighting so much, all the time. Anyway, tongue scraper, real thing. I'm gonna go back to doing it because I never finished. But I use it to get bacteria off my tongue. And also, I don't know why, maybe this is just a me thing, but I feel like I get... Exactly. Thank you. We should all be the best doctors of our own body. We should trust our doctors, but we should come in informed. Our doctors get 15-minute appointments with us, and they have hundreds of patients. You need to be able to provide them everything, a good foundation layer and context so they can give you a good recommendation or help you. Like, you don't just come in and expect them to tell you everything. They're not going to do a great job. They've got 15 minutes. And I do brush my teeth with my toothbrush, but I swear this gets more off. I'm gonna do a real quick, really bendy thing because it helps my back. Oh. And right now I am not as bendy because it's less that I'm bendy, it's more that I'm stretchy. So think about it this way. If you have a rubber thing and it's taut, it's not gonna stretch much. But if you just keep slowly pulling it, it'll just keep stretching and stretching and stretching. So I got one, I had one that hurt because it was really sharp, and this one has like slightly more dulled edges, so it doesn't hurt as much. So, I mean, everything in life is trial and error. You just gotta, you're gonna try some stuff, it's not gonna work, and just because you paid money for it, like this was $6, $7. I don't mind spending another $7 for something that I use daily for quality of life improvement, because life is too short and you can't take the money with you. So just try to not be crazy about what you spend. But I think, you know, I don't go on vacations, really, because they're a lot of money. Travel, hotel, all this. So instead of spending $2,000 a year on a vacation, I do stuff and improve my home. And this was $7. And I bought this, 3-4 years ago? Thank you for the lovies. Okay, I'm gonna sit back down because I'm tired. Well, I'm gonna finish the stretch. I'm gonna sit back down because I'm tired. Well, I live with a healthy balance of, I have longevity in my genes. My great-grandfather passed away like a few years ago at 106 on my mom's side, and my grandmother on my dad's side passed away at 93. So there's a very real chance that I'm going to have to stick around for a while, which I know it's fucking insane. They don't build them like they used to. And he was an amazing man. Dropped out of school at he was one of 9 kids. He dropped out of school when he was in 9th grade. He ended up when he was 100, the school gave him an honorary graduation degree because he dropped out to support his family, and then he taught himself all the AC stuff, and this is when AC was brand new, and then he did the full setup for his family's grocery store that they ended up building. And yeah, so I live with a healthy balance of, I could die tomorrow, you never know what's gonna happen, so I'm gonna try to live a good today, have a good quality of life, but I also know I could live till I'm 90, so I try to balance being prepared for tomorrow. It's everything in life is about balance, and that's one of the hardest things I struggle with. That's literally with bipolar. It's everything is always about balance and equilibrium, and you're faced with this unless you have drugs and a really, really good support system and a good, just systems in general. Yeah, I felt really bad for my grandfather because his last few years he was living in assisted living, but it was during COVID, so they were basically all in, he was basically in solitary confinement. Body doubling is using someone else to hold you accountable. I can't swipe on my phone, I can't play phone games, and so I'm doing stuff, but I'm doing it slower. But I'm getting it done, period, end of sentence. And if you keep me open, you can use this to not do stuff on your phone. Yeah, but I've also done other stuff. You just joined. You didn't see the other stuff I've done. Also, I'm tired. I'm very tired. That is why I'm sitting. Oil cleanser. Also, I get to interact with you guys. I live alone, and I work from home, mostly, so getting to interact with people is nice. And I get to know you guys, and maybe you get to feel a little less alone too. Isn't that nice? Body doubling is using someone else to hold you accountable. I can't use my phone. I have someone else on the other screen, so it's not like I feel like I'm talking to thin air. And I can't do it for everything, or I can at least talk while I do it for everything. But it makes my morning routine nicer. I like doing it with you guys. Thank you. Okay, I'm gonna wash the oil off my hands. Because I don't like the way it feels. I mean, you can say what you want. Okay, high frequency wand time to get some good antibacterial and anti-inflammation and just some general movement. Yay! I'm glad you like it. I just want people to feel, I want this to be a judgment-free zone where everyone's just nice and respectful to each other, and then we can be snarky, we can have sarcasm, we can make jokes, but everything with good intent. Be nice.
like, if you guys react, I appreciate you guys standing up to defend me, but if you just react to it, you're just feeding into the bait. It's okay. I don't mind. It's a high frequency wand. I got this one off of Amazon. This one's full price is $200, but if you just wait, they pretty often just have it on sale for 99 bucks at half off for like a lightning deal or something. And I like it because it helps promote blood flow. So like with the hairline, that's really important. Also just with my muscles, it also helps with antibacterial, but I just use it to kind of get things moving because my biggest issue is that nothing in my face wants to move. And like I struggle with dehydration and stuff. I know, but I've been doing this for a year. I know, but that's why I have the oil on it, because the oil like completely makes it less zappy and it makes it easier to move. And also it kind of like gets the oil in all my pores and shit. So I appreciate the concern, I really do, but I've been doing it for a long time. The reason my skin is like this is like... And also tomorrow I'm going to my facial where she's actually going to do this stuff. She does dermaplaning on me because I do not trust myself with that shit at all. Because, no, that will cause me bad shit. No, I trust that with the professional and I let her do it once a month. I get a 30-minute facial. It's not cheap, but it's not like insurance is going to cover it, and it's way more effective than going to the dermatologist, which I do, but like... I see her once a year and she just says, here's some tretinoin. And let's check that you don't have a mole that could be melanoma, because also my dad has melanoma, stage 4. It is working. Can you imagine what this looked like 6 months ago? I had an actual... Yes, my insurance pays for the dermatologist. I pay enough for my fucking insurance. I should. So... You've been here 2 seconds. You act like this is like the way it started. Thank you, I appreciate it. It's working, it's just taking a long time. It takes a while for skin to heal. I had an abscess in my cheek in January. She doesn't. Again, I don't trust myself, I let her do it. I've been seeing her for years, she knows my face, she knows the kooky character that I am. Also, my biggest issue is actually that my skin doesn't exfoliate itself well. I have plenty of skin turnover. Because my skin will like just block my pores, and then the shit underneath it gets angry, and then... Wash this thing on my chest a bit. I'll probably throw a pimple patch on that later. Okay. Oh, my shoulder hurt and I just popped it and that felt good. If you go, well, it's not a storefront because I just sell the notebooks, but if you go to my link tree, it'll say like dragon notebooks, and you can see them. So this, I use 2 cleansers. I do a double cleanse. I use an oil cleanser first, which this one is a pore control cleansing oil. I don't know, I found it on Amazon. Like, I think I found it on the TikTok shop, and I'm like, I just really don't like buying stuff through the TikTok shop, and so I just like went on Amazon and bought it, and I have it through my subscribe and save now. But this, and then this is my cleanser that I absolutely live and die by. It is the Pores No More Pore Purifying Cleanser from Dr. Brandt. And it has salicylic acid in it, tea tree oil, and white willow bark. And I really, really love this stuff.
Yeah, exactly. It just gets away the dirt and the oils and stuff, and then I can go in this. And I love this stuff because I feel like my face feels clean after I use it, but not stripped. Which, if anyone knows, like, actually does, like, a lot of skincare, they'll know what that means. 'Cause... And also, like, you can only do so much to, like, every part of your skin that's healing at once. And also, I've just been going through multiple waves of purging. So, like, the areas where, like, I'm also very fair. So the areas that have those part marks, like, are very, very noticeable just because of the contrast. And then also when I wash them, I wash away, like, the top layer of skin. So, of course, it's going to be really bright and red after I do my skincare. It looks a little bit less bad during the day. So it's just all these different things, and I can only do so much to heal it at a time. It's just a lot of slowly, meticulously, lots of layers doing it, and then eventually at the other end, you hope your skin is going to look normal. Unfortunately, having really bad skin is just, you know, a part of my life. Hi, Bella! Bella. I like that. Cleanser time. I'm gonna stand up because I don't want to get water everywhere, so I'm gonna do it over the sink. Hot, hot, hot. And then sometimes, like right here, it got all like this scab. I washed it, and now it kind of came off. So now it's like more red underneath. Both. The acne created scabs. Gotta love cystic acne. Oh. Alright. I'm good in the bathroom. This stays in here. No, I don't dye my hair, mainly because, I did highlights for a while, but going to the salon and getting highlights was really overstimulating. And now I'm poor, so I haven't been doing it. No, this is just my natural hair color. Like, you can still see the leftover highlight from, like, I did it, like, I don't know, a while ago, and it just, my hair, like, goes all the way to over here, so that's why. And I don't want to dye, because once you dye, you have to keep dyeing, because then you'll get roots, and this is a tissue, because I don't have pockets, so I use nature's pockets, because the clothing world doesn't decide to give them, and if I have something over here, but I'm not really supposed to show that on camera. Okay. And I keep the extra tissues because I hate just using a tissue once And it's perfectly fine to use again a second or a third time. Like, I have to blow my nose right now. So here, the tissue literally, I think I used this to wipe off the high frequency one. I haven't even blown my nose in it. And if I throw away these, do you know how many fucking boxes I would go to through? So now, I wipe it. It's in the inside. I fold, and it just goes right back there. If you don't like it, you swipe away. Okay. You know what? I'm gonna leave the chair in here for a while because I feel like I'm gonna need it. I don't know, I've had so many people in my life be so judgy about so many things. Like, I had one person, like, I would blow my nose with tissue paper, the toilet paper, before I, wiped. It's in between the layers, and also there's a lot worse stuff down there. And she's like, ew, you wipe your nose with the tissue? If you like the tissue, you blow your nose and you wipe your... I'm like, at the time I was just like, what's the big deal? Anyway, thank you for the follow. Alright, I'm turning the lights off, it's gonna go dark, and we're gonna migrate back to my desk so I can put all my skincare products on. Because I know my face looks like this, but I do a fuck ton to help my face. Believe it or not. And, like, this thing on my chin, I was so happy. Like, all it took was, I literally had this thing, like, pop up on my chin. It was like a little volcano type thing, and it just started weeping. And it wept overnight, and it got all over my chin. And because I have stretchy pores, it, like, filled all of my pores. So right now, I'm literally just manually, very, very slowly, like, getting all the gunk back out of my pores. It's not like I can just go, shloomp, I'll rip my skin off. So, and I'm not saying that to, like, this is my life. Okay. I'm gonna take, what I do is I have everything in a little bucket for my skincare, and I take everything out that I need to use. And as I use it, it goes back in the bucket. And this way I can easily move it from, like, point A to point B, because, like, I like to sit. Thank you, I appreciate that. I have struggled with my looks my entire life. When I was a teenager, the words fat, lazy, ugly cow are forever ingrained in my brain. I also used to weigh 100 pounds more because I had the gastric bypass surgery 7 years ago. And I've lost 100 pounds with it. And it's a tool like anything else. It's a lifestyle change. A lot of people don't treat it. Thank you, I appreciate that. And I feel attractive now. Well, the skin makes it a little hard some days, but I like who I am mostly. I like to look in the mirror. Most days. It's a little harder also. Like, I think I also, like, was PMSing this week, so I think I'm gonna get my period soon, which also makes you break out, even if I do all the extra stuff for it. So, and I have this, because I have a mirror right here that makes it easier to see. I have products. Thank you. I appreciate it, though. I use so many products. So we're going to start with this. This is a hypochlorous acid, so I use this because I have open stuff on my face, and this is antibacterial. Well, when it's your parents saying those things. Stepfather. We don't talk about him. He's a fucking... I don't wish ill on many people, not even the people that have wronged me, but in my opinion, he deserves to rot in hell, and the fact that he is out and walking around and not behind bars, not even for the shit that he did to me, but also for the shit he did to my mother, who I'm upset with for very other different reasons. A lot of people, like, because she got MS and a brain tumor, gave her a free pass, like, everything she did wrong, like, everyone was like, well, she's, like, paid the ultimate price. Yes, but I might not answer all of them, but you can always ask. And I'm not even going to be like, shame. I'll just be like, I don't want to answer that right now. Because but you can ask. I have a stepmom, a stepdad, a mom, and a dad. And I'm in no contact with all of them. And my mom is... The best thing I can wish for my mom is that I'm happy she's dead. And I say that from the last, like, 20 years of her life were not worth living, in my opinion. Because I'm not sure if she was all there or not. She couldn't read, she couldn't speak. I didn't know if she could have been trapped in her own body, but, like, she was just there. And I remember one point, like, about, I don't know, 8 years ago or something, Like, there was a point where, like, she ended up in the ER. Like, she was so constipated that it was literally, like, building all up, and she was vomiting it at one point. And she had a DNR, like, you can't go in and do anything. And my grandmother had a power of attorney at the time, and at the time she made the decision for them to go in and manually remove the block. Because the other option was, thank you. And, but they had to manually go in and remove the block. But the other option they were going to give her is just hop her up on morphine and let her just... And when I walked out of that hospital that day, I turned to my grandmother and I said, I think we did my mother a disservice. And everybody thought I was so mean for saying that. But, like, she lived another 4 years trapped in her body in a fucking wheelchair. And the last year of her life was spent in hospice where her eyes looked so glazed over they looked like a cow. Because, like, that's just how... not there she was. And like that's what I mean by her life isn't worth living. So when she passed away, I don't even wish her ill. In fact, I'm kind of like, if I were a bad person, I would wish she was still alive. If I were truly a bad person. Because of the fact that she would still be in hell. Like that would be her still having to pay for her sins. So the kindest thing I can say about my mom for myself is that I'm happy she's out of her misery. I'm happy she's passed away, so she's out of her misery. So, but she, like, people gave her a free pass for all the shit she did. She had 3 kids and didn't do right by any of them. And we all have different dads. And arguably, I did the most for her. I've changed so many adult diapers. And changing an adult diaper is, like, she weighed 260 pounds when she was, like, I have 2 siblings. I haven't in contact with my younger sibling. He's 8 years younger than me for over a decade. He still lives in Germany. And my other brother I recently went no contact with because I realized he didn't actually care about me. He just wanted to be able to have access to me so he could brag to the rest of the family that he still has access to me, because when I actually needed him and I called him one time, he was like, oh, I'd love to, but I'm headed out the door because I have this Grateful Dead concert in 2 hours. It's not like it's the 1000th time I've been to a Grateful Dead concert, and it's not like I could take 5 minutes to stay on the phone with you if I'm actually concerned instead of this fake pretend concern. And so I ended the phone call with saying, Mike, you don't actually care about me. You just want to be able to say you do. And then I hung up and I blocked him. And you guys can think whatever you want about that, but this is also the same brother who told me, you know you're weird, right? Has anyone ever told you you're weird? Yes, you, multiple times. So, this is my toner. Thank you. And it's tough. Like, I worshipped my brother growing up. My older brother, it took me a very long time to realize that I have that, literally there's a video on my page where I'm like, of course I'm weird. You wouldn't be watching me if I was normal. Normal's boring. Yeah, so, I get like a mini exfoliation with this, and these are what I talk about when I say like reusable. I put these in the washer. Exactly. And like I said, I worshipped my brother growing up. Like, I worshipped him, and I still, like, I held on to this image I had of my brother when I was growing up for so long, and I just realized that I didn't have that brother anymore. And I never was getting that back, and it broke my heart. It really did. You might have. I've just been posting the highlight reels. Like, TikTok makes these like minute highlights, and I'm like, you know what, fuck it, I'll just post them, and at best, like, maybe I'll get some views off it. At worst, like, maybe someone will see it and be like, oh, I should, like, maybe check out the live stream sometime. Oh, yeah, I did. I looked up to him more as a father figure than my own father. And it took me a really long time to realize that, you know how they always say girls date their fathers? It took me a really long time. Like, all the guys that I were dating were, like, the archetype of my brother. Like, they all followed the same pattern. And none of them were, like, similar on paper. At all. So it took me a really long time to recognize the pattern. And the reason I like doing it all over with my hands like this is because it's kind of like a manual massage for my face. It is, and it's unfortunate. And he was also kind of the golden child growing up, so I've heard, thank you for the follow. Okay, sure. I'll let you know when I'm fully clean at this point. And also when I have the money to start buying drugs and become addicted, and then I'll let you know when I get clean. So much is going on and nothing at all. Welcome to the Reilly Show. Okay, and I'm gonna try to get the last of this out. This is a niacinamide serum, and it has like bronzer tint in it. I just like using it because it has niacinamide, but it's almost out, so I might have to like start. Yeah, I got enough out. I'm gonna have to like, I'll probably like add some water to dilute this because I like to try to get the last drop. And this stuff is like a little thicker, so I try to like do like a swipe like that. Do you see what I mean by how dark it is? So then I do this all over these areas so that it doesn't look so bad. Niacinamide. We love niacinamide, guys, right? Yeah, that's why I kind of like just make jokes about it. Like me just saying like, hey, like, sure, I'll let you know when I get clean, but first I'll find the money to become an addict, and then I'll get clean, and then I'll let you know when it happens. Yeah, so don't care what those people think. Like, so see here? See, like, it looks much better than it did yesterday. It's just taking a while to heal. And also, like, I just washed it. It looks much more aggressive because I just washed it, and, like, all the scab that was on top of it that I don't want on it, like, washed away with the warm water. And so now it looks more red. And I'm doing my skincare routine. It's also being moved around. So when I finish my skincare routine in a little bit, it's gonna... Well, I mean, I can't be scrolling on TikTok, and I can't be playing a mobile phone game. So, and those are the two things that occupy the majority of my time when I am using my phone. And, well, yes, I'm doing things slower. I'm getting to interact with you guys, which is fun. And I'm doing eye serum now. I feel like anytime I start talking about my skincare and someone starts like, ends up becoming I don't know why. Whenever I start talking about, or like people start like arguing about, is this a cystic acne or if I'm from a druggie, people seem to join. I think it's the controversy. I'm not gonna lie, this hurts. It's not like this doesn't hurt. It's cystic acne, like it's under your skin. Do I want to get clean? Well, no, because I don't want to become an addict, because that would be required for me to get clean. Anyway. I don't care. I really don't. I appreciate you fighting for me, guys, though. I really do. I want this to be a space where people feel comfortable, so... I mean, I don't care if you judge me, but you're making other people feel uncomfortable about their acne now, which I know, I'm so happy it's growing. Just because, like, I love having all these friends and these people shining. And, like, I use some of the extra down here because, like, I have this skin thing right here, but, like, see, when I'm just moving, you heard me, like, snort, and that's me literally just moving stuff around and getting stuff moving in my lymphatic system. Yes, if you guys don't want to be here, if you don't enjoy it, that's the beauty of TikTok. You can just swipe. That's why I feel comfortable being myself, because I don't have to worry about annoying people. The drugs can cause acne, and a lot of other things can cause acne, like having TMJ. That's how you get cystic acne. Roswell's been here since day one. Roswell is dope. He is one of my OGs. Alright, well, I'm gonna let this, I put a lot of skincare products on, so I'm gonna let them dry for a little bit. I'm gonna go grab my dry shampoo. Yeah, of course you're gonna go to call out Roswell. You've been here. Oh yeah, really bad cystic acne. I'm gonna grab my dry shampoo. I'm gonna go grab my hair ties and stuff, and then we're gonna do hair time. Oh, wait, do you guys want to see me snort something? Nasal spray. I'm prescribed so much. But for my face, mostly over-the-counter products because prescription's actually too strong. Okay, I have that, I have that, I have that, I have that. Okay. Hairbrush, hair stuff, dry shampoo, and hair ties. My soul just... All right. Oh, here, you want to see snow? There, that's the white stuff. Body doubling is using other people to get stuff done because you feel like someone is not necessarily watching you, but also in the room with you, so you feel less alone, but like there's no one actually in the room with you, so you don't feel watched. Does that make sense? There's the white stuff, guys. Well, it's less white now. Like, it's white in certain areas. Also, let me point this out. Okay, yes, my scars are crazy, but look at my teeth. Would I have teeth like that if I was a druggie? Also, would I have hair like this if I were a druggie? I just wear my hair up most of the time because of sensory issues. And I'm going to put my hair up because I'm going to put it for yoga class, but I have hair for days. I do what I can. I do what I can. I'm going to put it up because I'm putting it up for yoga class. I have a very specific way, and also it looks great, but it really irritates my hair, my face. So yeah. Really? I didn't know that. That's fair. You know what? You're right. I am stigmatizing. But so are you guys by constantly calling me that. So, you're right. I correct myself. I shouldn't stigmatize like that. And this is a case where people start to rub off on me because I'm trying to defend myself, and in trying to defend myself, I am making other people upset. So that's why I don't want anyone to do this to people here. I don't remember which comeback. Yeah. Okay, so I do French twists for yoga class, and I do twin ones because when I do bridges, I have to lay on my head, and I don't like feeling it on there. I mean, for me, it's cystic acne. Dermatilloma, I don't think so. My muscles just get inflamed in my face, and everything gets inflamed, and when that all gets inflamed, try to find release valves in the form of cystic acne. And they're kind of like volcanoes. They come from underneath the surface. That's why I have to do so much to keep my skin clean, because even a little bit of blockage can cause stuff from underneath. I don't know if you did or someone else. It's fine, guys. Please don't fight. I want this to be a happy space. No, but it's I mean, you probably need that for my toes, but I can only battle so many fights at a time, guys. I'm just one person. Do you know how much work it takes just to manage the acne? SUD, what is that? I use the peel that I really like is from Saturday Skin. It's a refining gel peel, and I like using that because I can't over exfoliate with that. I have to just be really, maybe I'll look into that. I just have to be really careful. Most of my cystic acne comes again from like my TMJ, or if I like dislocate my jaw. Like, in June, I had a dentist appointment, and I had to like open my mouth, and like just by like opening my mouth a little bit too much, I like popped my jaw here, and when that happens, all my muscles got really cranky. And so that's what part, and then this, like, there was something weeping, and it just wept overnight, and it filled like all of my pores, so that's why this is coming out. I just did my skincare routine. The reason why it looks like this is with water and hot water and soap, scabs go away, and so it's bright red underneath. So, I'm going to put this hair down. I'm going to put on my sunscreen. Sunscreen is super important, people. Broad spectrum, UVA A and B. I forget which one it is, but one blocks from, like, sunburn, but the other blocks from aging, like anti-aging and stuff. So you need both. Yeah. What's funny is, like, I do so much skincare on these things. I'm like, do you know how much money skincare stuff costs? It's so expensive. It's more expensive than makeup. Part of me, well, I read when you just said just messing around, and my head is like just messing around, and I'm like, that's kind of funny. Like, she's just messing around. In the bucket it goes. It's fine. It's fine. I appreciate that, but like, I've got too much other shit to worry about. It is probably a hormonal imbalance as well. Guess what? I have fucking bipolar. So if I have any sort of episode, this also breaks out. Because my hormones go all over the place, and hormonal acne is real. I take a DIM supplement, which is for estrogen metabolism, to help with that. I started taking... No, okay is so relative. Am I okay? God, no. God, no, there's so much wrong with me. Oh, hi, girly. Oh, thank you for the lovey. It does, but I got off it because, I was on birth control and I wasn't getting my period anymore. And I need to be able to actually, can we talk to my adult? Unfortunately, I don't have one. If you find one for me that is reliable and doesn't actually, like, gaslight me all the time, I'm happy to, like, welcome them in. But for now, I'm the adult in charge, and I just have an 8-year-old at the steering wheel, and I kind of just have to kind of coax her into doing what I need to do every day. I try. I want this to be fun for everyone. So, like, what am I gonna do? Get mad at every single comment? I don't have it in me. Like, again, and also, I've had so many people that I actually, quote-unquote, cared about. Not that I don't care about you guys, but, like, people that I've been bullied since I was 5-year-old by my own family. There's a reason I'm no contact with them. Aw, thank you. I appreciate that. Dude, I have a psychologist, a psychiatrist. Well, I had a psychologist. She started doing more diagnosing, intaking, and I stopped seeing her. But I loved Amanda. She was great. She was my therapist for a really long time. She did my intake when I got my diagnosis for ADHD. But I have a psychiatrist that I see. I have a therapist. I use ChatGPT actually for mental health support. I don't use it. Thank you. I'll leave it down for now, because later for yoga, what I do is, like, I pin it up like this on the side, so then it doesn't, like, tickle my neck. But doesn't it look cute when it's like this? See, I do my hair for day, and this is the twin French twist. So they, like, no, I know, and I'm not taking it that way. I'm just letting you know, like, I already do a fuck ton for my mental health. And I talk about it on the stream all the time, and I have it on the YouTube videos that I posted, and I have it in some of the clips. So, like, it just before you judge me and before you try to tell me how to live my life, maybe learn a bit more about my life, please. I do a lot. I really do, and I research a lot. Yeah, it's bad acne. So, I'm probably not going to buy this again, but I got it in, like, a BoxyCharm or something. And it's a, like, tinted eye cream, so it's nice just a little bit under my eyes. And I do put a little bit over some of the acne spots, just because, like, it just makes me feel, it's not, like, it doesn't, like, fully cover them, but it just makes it a little less aggressive. See? It's like, they're just a little aggressive right now. So I just put a little bit wherever that is. And again, it's just a tinted moisturizer. It's a tinted eye cream, actually. It's not even, but it makes them a little less aggressive so that people don't, like, come at me as much. No, actually, one friend said I looked like Sigourney Weaver for some reason. She was like, it's the jaw. But I've never, thank you. But I've never felt like I've had a look like, I feel like I look distinct-ish. Okay, my neck hurts. Why does my neck feel lopsided? My neck feels... And that's me like trying to get my jaw like clicked back into place. So like, and you just heard me snort because of it, because like it dislodged something. A lot of my problem is, Natalie Wood, am I okay? No, I am so not okay. Who's Miss Rachel? Okay, and not a lot of people do this. Like, I just started doing this myself, but I add primer as my final step of my skincare routine to kind of fill up my pores because I have really stretchy pores. So I add primer to kind of fill up my pores with shit before other shit can get, before like dirt and bacteria can get filled in. Oh yeah, I think I've heard of her. Like, people went as her for like Halloween and stuff, I've heard. Yeah, she was sweet. Yeah, I have a connective tissue disorder. I have autism. I have POTS. I have like a laundry list of things. I just don't like to harp on it too much because a lot of people hear me say that kind of stuff and they think it's excuses. So a lot of times I just talk about the things I do to manage those things without actually talking about like the actual thing. Okay, so hair is done, so I can go put away the hairbrush and I can finish. So normally they're not cut open like this, but I squeeze and I squeeze and I squeeze and I still, like, when I cut it open, there's so much left in it. So I kind of use up the rest that way because I'm balling on a budget. Oh, thank you. I appreciate it. Because I'm sitting. When I sit, I am less... when I stand, I have to literally keep my blood moving to get my blood up to my brain. Okay, so I am done with this. I'm going to use a little lip balm. And I have sensory issues, if I haven't said that 20 million times yet. Where is it? I had like 3 on my desk. So I just use a peppermint beeswax lip balm. That's the one I like. People, if it's creeping you out, you can just swipe away. You don't have to stay. Okay, I'm gonna go put this back in the kitchen. And I'm gonna go... I know, I see that, and I'm like, that's so cool, but I'm gonna go put this back in the kitchen, because this is why I have my bucket, so I can just move it, and I'm gonna put this in the kitchen, because I finished it. Thank you. Okay, then, oh, I'm gonna put this away. And I'm not seeing anyone today, but I like smelling good. So I'm gonna spray, and I buy this cheap perfume. It's like $20. I bought like 4 of them so I can just spray a boatload because it's cheap, so it doesn't really last. But I like smelling good for me, and I like smelling it for me. So I'll spray stuff here because it lasts, and here because it lasts, and here because it smells good. I mean, you can think whatever you want. Smellies. And because it's cheap, I just spray myself out the wazoo with it. And I don't care what people think. It's for me. I like the way it smells. Also, if I smell something nasty, I smell something pretty instead. So, just cover up the bad smells with good smells. Not that I have bad smells in my apartments, but... Thank you guys for defending me. It's nice not having to constantly defend myself. I'm not gonna lie. It gets tiring. Put this away. Thank you. Alright. I'm gonna reapply deodorant because I'm going to yoga class tonight. I like using this one from Dove. It's an anti-perspirant deodorant with... It does have aluminium in it, but... There's so many things I'm going to die of for cancer before that. Of course I act like a child. I have plenty of times I act like an adult. Why do I need to act like an adult all the fucking time? I get my responsibilities done. Yes, but there's a lot nicer ways you could ask that. The way you said it kind of hurt my feelings. So, thank you, I appreciate it. Again, I'm not here to be mad, I'm not here to shame you. I'm just saying, maybe think about I'm uploading all of my streams to YouTube. I'm slowly doing that. Acne. I have cystic acne. But anyway, I just don't, like, it works, and I use this one. It's Dove with moisturizers, like the cucumber one, and I like it because I just, like, it. I like the way it feels on my skin. I have sensory issues, so thank you. I'm gonna go put it away, because we put away things as we go, so that way everything has a home and my desk looks less crazy, because I do everything at my desk. I pick up acne with that. Yes. Oh, you said that to someone else. Okay. This. And see, like, this is already weeping again, because it's just the way it is. So I'll try to put some, I have this stuff called Zero Sebum that I like. You can get it from any brand. I just get it on Amazon. It's, like, better than setting powder, in my opinion, because it just helps, like, if you have anything that's weeping. Yeah, I might need to put something in the thing that says, like, questions are welcome, but please, like, just think about how you word things. Come in with curiosity instead of judgment. You're here for 2 seconds, you don't know the full story, and you never know what someone's story is, so just try to be nice. We're all just trying to get through the day. Most of us aren't. It's not actually, but I use it as setting powder quite often. It's literally skincare. It's called Zero Sebum because it's, like, supposed to help with, like, I'm gonna turn the light back on. With like sebum production. So, like, I had this that was weeping, like sebum was coming out of it, and that's the problem. Like, if I let that go uncontrolled, that's how this thing happened. I had, like, this little tiny thing, and all the sebum came out, and it made this big thing. And so I just have to slowly, carefully take care of it over like a couple weeks. And this is Zero Sebum. So, like, it helps my skin, like, produce less sebum. Now, it's still going to come back a little bit, but it just helps a little bit. I appreciate you guys defending me, but I'm not gonna. It's rage bait. People have nothing better to do. I'll have to check that out. I'm really careful about, like, creams and stuff because my skin is so sensitive. So, like, I get, like, I know it sounds a little bit, like, crazy, but, like, I know in the skincare products I use are very, very specific, because if I use a skincare product and my skin doesn't like it, it will literally actually cause me to get more acne. Like, I will feel acne develop on my face as it's happening. I don't know how else to describe it. Well, you can... Your name is Chad. So you're a troll on purpose. Got it. Oh, I appreciate that. Oh, I did a bunch of stuff. I can fill in my accomplished today list. To prevent the sebum to develop, so that way I don't get a bigger pimple. It's my life. Why are you judging? Alright, so I did my teeth. I did the oil cleanser. I didn't exfoliate today because I did that last night. Protein shake, and I'm finishing up my coffee that's almost done. And at some point, I'm going to eat this. Thank you. My skin's come a long way. It looked way worse 6 months ago. I literally had an abscess here in my face. It wasn't fun. The way I think about it this way is you can tend to the lawn all you want and keep it perfect, but if it's on top of a landfill, trash is still going to poke through. I made, like, a makeshift beef Wellington. So I found this log of meat that was seasoned at Aldi. It was like a fillet log, like this big. And I was like, and I had puff pastry in the freezer, like a frozen one. And I was like, well, beef Wellington is just a log of meat wrapped in pastry. And then I didn't want to use mushrooms the first time I made it because I didn't have any at home. So I used an onion, and I made a caramelized onion jam. And yeah, so, like, it's not hard to make this. It's just a lot of steps, so you have to do it in order. So like I did the caramelized onion jam like one day. I seared the outside of this because you sear it to keep the juices in, so it doesn't make the so you don't get the puff pastry like too wet. And then the caramelized onion jam kind of also makes a seal. And then it just goes in the oven for a fuck ton of time, longer than I thought it needed to. And I probably should only use one layer of puff pastry, but I don't care enough. And yeah, but I like it because it makes really good like meal prep things, because like it's a slice, so like this is a good chunk of protein. Thank you. But I probably won't eat it during the day. I'm also going to turn this light off now that I'm done with skincare, because I'm getting a little overstimulated from that. Well, whatever you need to do. Like I said, if my stream can motivate you guys to do more stuff, I will be thrilled. I'm not here for likes and views. I'm here for community. Hi, Melinda. I've made that in the past. Cooking is difficult for me because I end up throwing away so much food, and it's also a lot of work. There's a lot of cleaning involved. I'm just one person. I'm single. And I like baking, but I have the gastric bypass. I'm not really supposed to do it. I did start baking I got a KitchenAid like 2 years ago on Black Friday, and I did start baking with protein powder, because like I was like, ooh, if I can like incorporate protein. So like I subbed half the flour of a chocolate chip cookie recipe. I subbed it with quarter of that I subbed with almond flour, and the rest of it I subbed with protein powder, because you still need some flour because of the gluten to like hold it together, and also for texture. But I figured like I got it down to where there was like 4 grams of protein per cookie, which, you know, it's a cookie. Yeah, they are so painful. I do not recommend 0 out of 10 recommend cystic acne. What do you do, Reilly? I set timers for cooking. That's how I do a lot of like set it and forget it stuff. Okay. I know I did other stuff, I think. Oh, well, whatever. I'm gonna take a minute. I'm tired. When did I take my first meds? Alright, I'm gonna set a timer for 20 minutes, and then I'm gonna take... I might need to. I don't know. I'm still figuring this out, people. I started this a week ago. But if you want to watch the full things, you can check out the YouTubes. Now, I do think I'm going to end the live stream here, though. I know I have a lot of people watching, but I'm kind of feeling tired at this point, and I've been kind of like live. I've been live for a while now, guys, and if I have to monitor my own energy. I have to monitor my own energy so that I can get the rest of the stuff done I need today. Sometimes I can do a second live if I end this one early. I really appreciate you guys here, but yeah, and I've just started to have to be more self-aware about this, because like I really enjoy doing this, and I'll just keep wanting to do this, and then I'll just crash afterwards, which isn't good for me. So everyone, take care of yourself. It was so fun having you here. Thank you for getting ready for me, and I hope you have a great day. Bye now.